Wayne, I'm playing MWM. Oh, alright. Here I come. Damn, why you ain't back out? Why you back out? That's cool.
Feeding your fat ass fast. Boy, it's not giving me no fucking dig stick, bro. Like, my nigga got a fucking delay. Baby, I do apologize.
That was the last straw, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz
boy,
in downtown
that
New
nigga go to
Orleans. This is
hell,
what it
boy.
looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone.
First of all, I don't kick niggas out. I put a nigga on mute before I kick him out. Nah, I don't kick niggas out. And I don't create parties. So stop lying over me, little nigga. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man. Oh shit, who talking like that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first.
Hey, I heard about Bruce Wayne. They said Bruce Wayne was the police.
Another try after the first.
Hey, Bruce Wayne, some nigga told me you took his account. The nigga run the pigskin. He said you took it. Yeah. He said you took his account and froze his account and some shit.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common.
Hey, yeah.
But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
Hey, Bruce, you ain't doing shit like that, right, Bruce? Oh, okay. Nah, I don't believe Bruce can do that.
First time with Tevin Coleman. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
They got 2 accounts.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly.
Hey, that nigga know his both account names. What the fuck? He got 2.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't know, Bruce Wayne.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I don't believe that man doing that bullshit.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
That nigga Pigskin said you told him you gonna freeze his shit, and he said 5 minutes later his shit was frozen.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception
he said
last time.
that?
It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner.
Hey, good game, Lagging.
Hey, you got it, man.
I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Nah, my nigga, I'm saying I'm in the middle of the game. Y'all nigga yell in my ear, though.
Number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
But I'm saying, though, why I gotta mute niggas in the party for niggas arguing for no reason?
Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down.
So DPG, I done beat your mans now. Blew him out, made him quit.
Flying past the marker.
I'm just saying,
Your turn, DPG.
I got the whole party coming through my ear, though. That's what I'm saying.
Because we were talking loud.
I got the game.
So that shit don't affect me. I was talking with y'all. The fuck?
Quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this.
Listen, bro, I got the TV coming through my mic, bro.
The second it was leaving his hand.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Everything. That's why I be asking you, I gotta choose.
First down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43.
Okay, y'all don't say nothing to Lagging, so I give you a rematch, Lagging.
I just didn't want to mute my niggas, though.
Solid run.
That's what
I
I'm
swear,
talking
Big
about,
Skin
bro.
told me that, bro. I swear to God.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's what
Bro, I won't. Hey, Bruce Wayne, this rad, bro. I ain't finna allow nobody to like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's
Second game kicked us all out that night, remember?
They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't even his party. And you tell everybody shit there.
It appears that he's been waiting all day.
The nigga run the Pigskin. He online right now, but his son playing right now.
The Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Matter of fact, he's not online. He's not online no more. He ain't online no more.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big
Listen
defensive
bullshit
linemen will
on
tend to
internet.
bait and move laterally
And I gotta work in the morning.
open up a crease and they can
And you want me to send it, Lagging, or you gonna send it?
Oh, you can send it, bro. That ain't true.
Second down, McKinnon.
That nigga said he could mute all y'all, bro.
Tally them,
don't like all that yelling at my goddamn ear shit. I smoked too much
Man, trying to
goddamn weed for
focus
that
for them
shit.
sorry ass cowgirls, man.
I got
Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth.
No, that's what I'm saying, though.
Watch your mouth. You smacking your mouth. Talking about the
Hold on, dude.
Trash and shit, bitch.
Jerry did shit for me to go to prison for.
I got the whole
Jerry can kiss my ass.
in my ear, bro. So if a nigga try to get in my house and I got this tool on the couch, you see what I'm saying?
The house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
All I know is them cowgirls trash. Especially that boy, what's the wide receiver name is? Cooper. That boy so trash on the road, he might as well just play home games only.
It's kind of funny how Cowboy hating no more about the Cowboys.
Yes.
Give him 19.
Because everywhere you go, every motherfucking news channel, fucking sports channel talking about the sorry ass Cowboys. That's why I know about it.
You motherfuckers hate them.
Why do like Cincinnati Bengals fans hate the Cowboys?
Right.
San Diego Charger fans hate the Cowboys.
Now Breeze. Rush coming in.
Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan. Yeah, damn right.
If you ain't a Cowboy fan, you haters, and it's sad. And you know, I bet you know my whole storyline.
Why I gotta like the Cowboys though?
I didn't ask you to like them, but why you hate them?
Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze now to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
How have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
On first down, Breeze. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make our score 14-7.
for it in a ridiculous situation, right?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Shooter ain't getting down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Nah. I could tell. Maybe our games be close.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
I had to figure out how to stop that
every
run.
bit of it,
I
but
got
it
a
showed
little
confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Great job.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He probably didn't see it. He probably doing something else.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a play fake. Breeze. And off the deflection, it's caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, we friends on here. I ain't send no invites out though.
Nah, nobody sent no.
Ready. Yellow lady.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Over.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
47's the mic. Hey, gun. Okay, just like that.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Watch out. Hey, Alpha.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
65.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I don't know, man. Won't let me go on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Breeze. 20. Ginn has it complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
Here we go.
Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman now. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Check, 47. Danny. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Garoppolo on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
11.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go ahead. Set. White.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 52 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
I'm in the game right now. On the ball.
My game almost over. I got 2 minutes
extra
left.
Point, it's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back
yeah, my
to
game about to be over too.
Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
I'm in the fourth quarter, too.
Onyemata there on the
They almost
tackle.
won, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Pass slips. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 41 yards. And the still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball. And now they face a 3rd down.
1 minute.
So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things
Yeah,
first,
he
before
just
you think
scored,
about
though.
marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the
I'm broadcasting.
first down.
I'm broadcasting.
That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go, man.
The first of their
Hell
timeouts.
yeah.
As he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw, Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, Bruce Wayne, we ain't going to kick you out. Just, you know what I mean? Just sit tight and pick up again.
Ready, 5-9. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
They'll look to throw. And it's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Damn, I just tied it up. That shit.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
You already know. Hey, I'm almost done. I got 31 seconds.
Drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
12, fellas. Here we go. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
It's over 35-38. I lost. Yeah, he just kicked the field goal last seconds. I tried to stop him, though. He got off. But shit, it was close.